That's me. Dick Vaganza, Private Dick. That's more than just my profession. It's a statement about how I live my life. Private. This is my office. The place is a dive, but it's my dive.
Listen, you can't just keep rejecting cases for silly reasons. You can't say, no, I don't want your case because you don't drink the same brand of whiskey I do, or because you wear white shoes after Labor Day.
Men shouldn't wear white shoes at all!
I'm not having that argument again. I'm gonna get it.
When she walked into my office that day, I knew my life was about to change. Maybe for the better, maybe for worse. I couldn't take my eyes off her. I could see she was an open book, one I'd like to read all night, in Braille. I'd seen a lot of dames come into my office, but this one was different. She might be paying me.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Oh, it's Bob.
Well, Bob, let me tell you.
No, it's Mr. Bob.
Bob's your last name?
Yes, Robert Bob.
So I was right, Bob's your first name.
No, Robert's my first name.
But doesn't anybody call you Bob?
No, why would they?
Because Bob is short for Robert.
No, Rob is short for Robert.
Yeah, so is Bob.
Wait, Bob and Rob are both short for Robert?
Yeah, so when someone says, call me Bob, they mean your first name.
Not my last.
No, well, maybe. I don't know. You're weird.
Hold on, let me see if I have this straight. You're saying my real name, Robert Bob, could just be Robert, but I could say, oh, for short, just call me Rob Bob, or Bob or Rob or Rob, which doesn't make things any shorter at all. It just defeats the purpose and just ends up sounding silly. And I'm not a silly person, Mr. What was it?
Vaganza.
Well, what's that short for?
Well, it was extravaganza, but my grandfather shortened it.
Well, what's your first name?
Dick.
Well, isn't that short for Richard?
Usually, but not in my case.
Let me see if I have this straight. You're saying most Dicks are short for Richard and most Richards long for Dick.
No, I don't like where this is.
But your Dick's just short and not long for anything.
So, would you like slow anal sex with a corkscrew?
Oh, is that a drink?
Nope.
If I did not clean, you would live in grime, and your children raised in a life of crime. So please show some respect and do not interject. It's a man's world after all. Make me a sandwich.
One lots of jewelry, a treasure trove.
You don't need a watch, there's a clock on the stove.
Though we gave you the vote, we will own the remote.
What?
When it's invented.
It's a man's world after all.
And there's one last thing I need to tell you.
What is it, baby?
Rosebud.
What?
Rosebud is the sled in Citizen Kane.
Yeah, I know, baby. It's all right. I'll get that palooka for you.
Norman Bates is his own mother.
Yeah, no, honey, it's okay.
And Jenny gets AIDS in Forrest Gump. And in the new Harry Potter movie, Dumbledore.
Was it all about that Canaan woman?
Yeah, but those cops will never solve this case. They couldn't find their asses with two hands and an autographed picture of their asses, which I've seen, and it's not pretty. It starts with our friend Bob, Robert,
The guy with the missing dog dick.
Shelby, there's a comma in that line.
You mean the guy with the missing dog dick?
Oh, and something was taken from my late husband's possessions, and whoever gets it back, I am willing to offer a very generous reward. Very generous. Excuse me.
Well, maybe this will loosen up your lips.
Well, that was kind of fun.
Roberto led Valencia up the hill away from the garden party of priggish Neapolitan women and their tedious conversations. And only the seagulls flying above them were witness to his torrid intent. Can I hear some seagulls over here, please? Yeah, good. Now, a little bit angry. Okay, now a little bit like you started seeing someone and you want to be with them but more than friends, but you don't know if they still want to just be friends. Yeah, very good, that's it. Now you're going to tell me everything you know.
Really? That'll take a while.
I have all the time in the world.
All right. Canada is an Iroquois word meaning big village.
I did not know that.
More interesting than that is that Iroquois is a French word meaning we're taking your big village.